How can we honor our ancestors if the necropolis is closed?
The abbot ordered the closure for your own good, citizen. Curate Gedane, make sure no one enters.
Prelate? Oh, of course. No one enters the necropolis.
The necropolis is closed? Who ever heard of such a thing?
Something about this doesn't feel right. Sorry, friend, but the necropolis is closed today. And by order of the abbot, it seems. We've never turned away the families of the dead before, but if the rumors about illness are true, plague isn't something to be treated lightly. When Prelate Forum and his aides arrived, my fellow Keepers of the Dead were plagued with a strange malady. I was away when the disease struck, and I haven't been allowed back inside since. The prelate said the abbot ordered the closure, but... Prelate Forum arrived from the temple, and suddenly my fellow monks fell ill. We were never notified of a visit, and besides, Forum isn't our usual prelate. Never even heard of him. If you can help, I can make sure you're compensated, I think. Fate must have led you here, friend. Prelate Forum arrived aboard the Stormwing. If you can find out where they boarded the ship, it might tell us something. Talk to the portmaster at the harbor, while I deal with any pilgrims that come by. The Lord of Secrets? I hope not. I mean, I suppose Hermaeus Mora isn't bad as far as Daedric princes go. He's not part of the House of Troubles, after all. But trafficking with any Daedra is dangerous business. Everyone knows that. I haven't seen it firsthand. Prelate Forum says the monks are delirious with fever. Now I'm stuck out here, turning pilgrims away, while everyone else is quarantined inside. I think he brought this sickness to the necropolis, yes. Perhaps he picked it up on the voyage to Necrom, although neither he nor his aides appear sick. I wish I could ask Abbot Ilvel about it, but Prelate Forum won't let me inside to see him. Maybe. But if it isn't spreading to the prelate or his aides, is it really that dangerous? I have no idea.
You modeled yours after the saints, as is proper. I remain grateful for your teachings. May the Tribunal watch over us all.
Where's that lay about Randus? Absent again. Not now, stranger. My assistant never showed up for work today, and I've got my hands full directing cargo bound for both land and sea. Plague. That's not a word to toss around lightly. What proof do you have? Look, illness is a part of life when you work with the dead. I'm surprised the Keepers of the Dead aren't sick more often. Plague can be serious, but I need more than your word to shut down the port or quarantine the city. Sorry, I can't let you wander around unattended on a ship under my watch. And since my assistant Randus never showed up for work today, I have no one available to escort you. Without Port Agent Randus or more substantial proof, I can't help you. No, I wouldn't want that. All right. If you're careful and don't touch anything, you can go aboard and take a look around. But if you find anything to verify your claim, I want you to bring it to me immediately.
mistake. Please, forgive me.
Move along, stranger. My anger at being misled means nothing to you. Let's keep it up that, shall we?
Spare a coin? Your ancestor won't use it anyway.
You're back. I was worried maybe you abandoned me. If I have to turn away one more family... Did you learn anything at the Stormwing about a sickness or a plague? And did the temple really send Prelate Forum to the Necropolis? An imposter? Let me see what you found. I knew there was something wrong the moment I saw the Prelate. Oh, I suppose I should call him Blightcrown. What kind of name is that? And what does a devotee of Periite want in the Necropolis? All sorts of relics and heirlooms are stored in the catacombs with the ancestors. And with Periite cultists loose inside, Abbot Ilvel and the Keepers are in terrible danger. We need to get into the Necropolis. But how? The main door is locked. I don't. Wait! When I wanted to slip out after curfew, I used the cellar that connects to the city's underways. I doubt Blightcrown or his attendants know about it. Meet me in the tunnel behind the Necropolis. I think I can get us inside from there. The entrance to the underways is on the west side of the Necropolis. You'll find the cellar door in an alcove on your right. I'll post a notice about the closure and join you there. We can't let Periite's cult rummage through the catacombs. Not a terrible lot. I'm not an expert on Daedric studies or anything. I know he's the Daedric Prince of Pestilence, the Blighted Lord, the Master of Tasks. Some believe he isn't a very important prince, but people get sick all the time. People worship all sorts of things. Periite's followers see disease as a blessing. They revel in suffering and spreading plagues. Blightcrown's attendants have pox scars. I should have suspected something when I first met them. I was orphaned at a young age. No other family. Abbot Ilvel took me in and raised me. He's the father I never had. A kind and devout servant of the Necropolis, but maybe too trusting. It never occurred to him to question Blightcrown's story. I only have Blightcrown's word about that. I'm not even sure if the Abbot and the Keepers are really sick. When I returned, the place was already locked tight, and I was ordered to stay at the door and turn pilgrims away. As Prelate Forum, Blightcrown has the authority of the temple. The Necrom Guard would never make a move against a temple prelate or the orders of the Abbot. No. We need to get inside and find the Abbot ourselves, before it's too late. I'll meet you in the underways. Over here, friend. I rarely use trapdoor. You go first. No one around, just as I hoped. The chapel is through the doorway and up the stairs.
A back door? A young keeper's gateway to all kinds of mischief. There may be more to this curate than I thought.
To the right, friend. The door to the chapel is at the end of the hall. Locked? The chapel is never locked. Can you pick it? If not, Curate Zancon leaves his key on a shelf to the northwest. Those sensors, whatever they're emitting, reeks. Destroy the sensors. They're sickening these keepers.
I know nothing of Friar Durdren's tomb.
They ask so many questions. Please, help the others. Dane, Abbot Ilvel is in danger. Prelate Farum put one of those foul sensors in his chamber.
I don't know anything about a fulcrum.
That's all of them. Let's go check on Abbot Ilvel. Blightcrown is with the abbot? His chambers are to the north when we're done here. The abbot! Destroy that foul sensor, friend.
No, brother, stop. Fulcrum Obscura. Durdren's tomb. In the lower catacombs.
Poor Abbot Ilvel. He's delirious. What did he say about the lower catacombs? How insidious. Blightcrown made the Keepers of the Dead sick so he could question them in their fevered state. And also he could find some old relic hidden in the Necropolis? Why go to all the trouble? Hermaeus Mora? The Keepers of the Dead have nothing to do with the Lord of Secrets. And I never heard of anything called the Fulcrum Obscura. Wait, how do you know all this? Are you a cultist too? Endangers Nirn? I'm just a minor curate working in the Necropolis. Feuds between Daedric princes are beyond me. Still, I want to help. Finding anything in the catacombs will take time. We might be able to catch up with Blightcrown if we hurry. Prior Durdren founded the Necropolis and our order. Abbot Ilvel idolized him. Told me the Prior was obsessed with Necrom's history and had received a special charge from Lord Vivec. There's a key to the catacombs in the desk. Hurry, friend. Take the key from the desk and head to the catacombs. The door is through the chapel and to the north. I'll stay with Abbot Ilvel. Do what I can until he recovers. Just be careful. We know Blightcrown didn't arrive at the Necropolis by himself. The door to the catacombs is through the chapel and to the north. Prior Durdren's tomb is deep inside.
By the blessed pox, the Prior's tomb should be here somewhere.
Keep looking. Blightcrown demands we find the relic.
Fulcrum Obscura. Wait. Someone approaches Tovasard. Quick, take the relic!
The relic broke. Still, this portion contains the power we need. I leave our guests to you, Black Crown.
The time to hide is over. Behold Blight Crown, most favored priest of Periite. I leave you with a blessing from the Prince of Pestilence.
When I saw Torvasod at Tel Barrow, he and Shalreni talked about a rite. What are they up to?
You're back. Look, Abbot Ilvel is awake and feeling much better.
Is this the one, Gadain? You saved many lives, friend. Come, talk with me. Young Gadain told me of your mission for the Prince of Fate. A strange and perilous ally. But I thank you for saving the Necropolis. We owe you our lives. What happened in the catacombs? Did you find the impostor who called himself Prelate Farum? Interesting. I know Prior Durdrin cavorted with Daedra, but there was no mention of Periite in any of the chronicles. At least I see that you recovered the rest of the relic. I have no idea what they think it can do, or if it even still functions. Oh, hold on to it, of course. Gadain said that fate led you to us. I can only assume it was because of the Fulcrum Obscura. It must have a role in whatever trials you must face to save Nirn. Yes, my young charge told me everything. He does that. Just this. I am in no condition to help you recover the relic. None of the Keepers are. Well, none except Gadain. I will send our young curate with you. Search out these villains, put a stop to their scheme, and recover the Fulcrum Obscura. Gadain, go with this adventurer. Retrieve the stolen piece of Fulcrum Obscura. You need to see more of the world anyway.
Go? But... Yes, Abbot. I'll do it. Friend, a word, please? I never traveled far from Necrom. Barely left the Telvanni Peninsula, and that was just one trip to Mournhold with Abbot Ilvel. The Abbot has given me a mission, though, and I mean to complete it. Just tell me what to do, and I'll follow your lead. The Necrom Bindery? I thought that place was abandoned. Of course I'll meet you there. Oh, and the Abbot authorized me to give you this. For exposing Blightcrown and saving the Necropolis. They got away with part of the relic, but we'll get it back.
Your work here is done, Proxy. Still, we... That dark elf also bears the mark of fate. I shall speak with you momentarily, Kiret. We have examined the threads of fate and learned much. Return to the Necrom bindery and we shall determine our next steps.
Talk? To me? Of course. Go on, friend. I'll see you soon.
What a troubling combination of permutations and crises. I perceive a nexus of... never mind. We must discuss what we learned at the Necropolis, Tel Rendis, and Olivalis. Let us return to my refuge in Necrom. Dane of Necrom, you tend the archive of corpses.
Never heard it called that before. But yes. Yes, I do. Would you like a tour of the catacombs?
Perhaps later. Hermaeus Mora's Proxy returns.
Ah, of course. I'm sure the two of you have much to discuss.
3 labors were set before you, Proxy. Now Vermina, Periite, and Master Shelreni stand revealed as our foes. I have been speaking with Kiret Gadain. I find him intriguing. But I wish to hear it from you. What did you find in Necrom Abbey? Just as Gadain told me then. The Fulcrum Obscura. The hidden kindred are well named, although I understand you prevented them from escaping with the complete relic. Let us move on. What happened after we parted ways at Tel Rendis? Black books serve as doorways into Apocrypha. A master such as Shelreni Barrow likely has other ways to reach Hermaeus Mora's domain. So why is this particular book so important to her? What did you find in Olivalis? Able to invade Apocrypha unnoticed, and break into the realm's master index. Our enemies are bold and capable, it seems. 3 different locations and 3 different schemes. They must be connected, but how? What are Mora's foes trying to do? I believe I see. The relic must be the key. The secret Vermina's servants sought in Apocrypha is the location of the dream. And the Black Book is needed for the rite they plan. Clever. Someone put them up to this. But who? Ah, yes. Torvasad. Well done, Proxy. Now we have a name for the spider at the center of this web. Key, rite, and dream. These are the threads we must follow to unmask our foe's true goal. Take this, with the thanks of Hermaeus Mora. I have been conversing with Kiret Gadain. I find him interesting. But now we must return to the business at hand. The fates of 2 worlds depend on what we do next, Proxy. Shall we proceed? I admit the particulars of their plan currently elude me. Clearly they believe the relic, this fulcrum obscura, and the rite are key to remembering the dream they seek. To stop them, we must learn more about the dream and the secret it holds. We go to Apocrypha. The stacks of Cypher's Midden contain the most extensive collections of tomes and treatises in all the known realms. If answers to our questions exist, we will find them there. Will you continue to aid me in this endeavor? The portal in the room downstairs connects to the endless library of Apocrypha. Once there, head northwest and meet me at Cypher's Midden. Our research begins there. Since Curate Gedane is intent on recovering the relic, he shall accompany us. Curate Gedane, are you certain you wish to accompany us?
Absolutely. The relic is my responsibility. Let me just grab a few essentials. I'll be right back.
Fate provides the aid we need, Proxy. We will meet you at Cypher's Midden.
Dreams and fate and secrets capable of destroying reality? What have you and Shareni Barrow gotten me into? Well, unless you toss away my soul gem, I've got no choice but to go with you. Lucky me.
Any delay is unacceptable. We hired the Morag Tong to deal with this problem.
Bellow all you want. It won't change my process.
Outrageous! How dare you—
Master Phobes, a word, if I may.
Well, look what the Nixox dragged in. What are you doing here, hero? Are you following me again? Seriously, what brings you to this house of arrogance and whining? Though only one chases the other. Alright, it's obvious Folsey sent you, and she gave you the code of a courier. That tells me you have something for me. Go on then. Hand it over. Folsey can fend for herself. Right now, I need to see if she learned anything to point me to the true identity of my target. Tridecim, the name on the writ, is an alias. Interesting. According to Folsey, House Drez established a camp to the south. Folsey seems to think so. Since you want to get paid, how about you help me out? I need to assassinate a spy and tell Hulan. But to do that, I need to figure out who actually deserves my blade. It's quite legal. I have a Morag Tong writ of execution. A binding document that gives me the authority to eliminate the name on the writ. We figure out who Tridecim actually is, I finish the job, you get paid, and we go home. Not together, necessarily. Depends on my mood. So, what do you say? Congratulations, you're my new foci. First, go to the servants' quarters to the west and ask Akigo about the spy. Then visit the Dres camp to the south and see if they have any connection to this Tridecim. I need to keep watch here, just in case. Ah, hero. If we had a bottle of wine and all the time in the world, the stories I could tell you. But I really want to complete this writ and then wash the stink of the Talvani out of my hair. Can we catch up later, please? You mean other than the fact that I have a writ for someone named Tridecim who apparently doesn't exist? That House Dres has a nearby camp? Or that I want you to question a servant named Akigo? Which of those would you like me to spell out for you? Akigo is the contact I cultivated the last time business brought me out this way. For a minor servant, he excels at avoiding notice and absorbing everything that happens in town. He'll only help if it's safe. He knows what the Talvani do to traitors. Are you sure? Don't want to ask about my favorite beverage, how I look so good without any effort, or which scrib I favor in tonight's race? Good. Then let's get to work, hero. We have a spy to identify.
No, Sulis. I'm out of patience. We need this finished now!
Master Foves, calm yourself. This solves nothing.
Come, Gito. Leave the hireling to her work.
Yes, Master Foves.
Well, unlike Foves, I am at your service should you require anything.
I have nothing to say to you, friend of the Dark Lady. Word travels fast in old Isra, outsider. I heard you work with the Dark Lady. Last time she came through, I had to clean up 3 bodies. If she sent you to ask for my help again, the answer is, politely, no. I do not want her to be angry with me. Just information? No risk to scale or tail? Very well. I don't know about a spy, but a servant leaves the quarters late every Sundas and Midas night, then returns early the next morning. No idea who, but there's always a strange smell the next day. What? No. It's locked for a reason. We servants don't have that much. I won't let a stranger in to go through our meager belongings. Nope, this key stays right here with me. Oh, I didn't expect you to be reasonable. That's refreshing. I can't give you the key to our quarters. My masters beat me enough as it is. But I happen to know that Garntz leaves his key on a table in the courtyard when he's working. Now, go away.
Did you see that woman outside? If looks could kill, she wouldn't need those knives.
Shh. She asked about her assistant. Just keep your head down.
Was that you, rummaging around upstairs? If you're a new servant, then I hope you learn to respect other people's belongings. Also, and I'll try to say this gently, your smell is quite pungent. Well, last week, the head steward assigned me to Master Sulis's quarters. He's friendly in public, but exceedingly mean behind closed doors. I heard him talking with Masters Foves and Filsey about a secret project, but I didn't get any details. I have, and I wish they'd do it quietly. I won't tell the head steward, but they could repay my discretion by not disturbing my sleep. And no, I don't know who it is. Staying ignorant means I don't need to lie when someone asks. Yes, and it's right in front of me. Have you been wrestling in the swine pond? Probably with the servant that sneaks out late at night, I imagine. Please take that smell and leave. We've been trying to air out this place for weeks.
Hey, hero. Find anything pertinent to my writ? Notice how the servants around here love me. They know I'm here for bigger scribs than them. Well, come to think of it, I have had a writ or two for servants over the years. 3, actually. Anyway, find anything useful in there? You brought me a jar. Ugh, it reeks like Asha's undergarments. Why in the world would a servant need a jar of Kaguti musk? I can't think of a single useful purpose other than to stink up the place. Did Akigo have any useful information? Well, I'd say you'd found the source of the smell. But why go out on specific nights just to return with a jar of stink? Could it be some sort of weird romantic rendezvous? That's no courting ritual that I'm familiar with. Anything else? Now that's interesting. Certainly worthy of the efforts of a spy, depending on the nature of the project. Let's you and I keep this to ourselves for now. See what else we can learn about this secret project. over here, hero. Got anything interesting for me? Felsi's report didn't do this place justice. This isn't a camp. It's a House Drez foothold in House Telvanni territory. Any chance you found anything that will help us find the spy in there? Well, that narrows down the list of suspects, and it also tells us how they exchange information with their contact. They're using the Kuguti nests to the north as a pickup spot. Did you find anything else? Add all this to that jar of Kuguti musk you found in the servants' quarters, and I think we're getting close to catching our spy. Using false names to identify the masters. Clever. And demonstrates a sense of humor. Not quite yet. This could just be another diversion. Let's not jump to too many conclusions just yet. So it appears that an aide or servant leaves messages for House Drez at the Kuguti nests to the north, using the musk to keep from being attacked. First, go to Tel Hulan and update Master Sulis. Then we'll check on those nests. The clues indicate that Tridecim is an aide to one of the masters, who also sleeps in the servant quarters. They use Kuguti musk to approach the northern nests to exchange messages with House Drez. Update Master Sulis, then join me at the nests.
Ah, you're assisting the Morag Tong agent, correct? As busy as I am, I can always spare a moment for the hired help. That is good to hear. Even though the Assembly enacted the writ, I know that Naryu is under no obligation to keep us informed. I appreciate it. I know better than to ask for specific details. The Morag Tong prefers to work unhindered. Anything else? The Masters send representatives to the Assembly, our mouths. They have the authority to speak in our names. Some sessions require a Master or two to attend, as well as any aides and servants. Scribes take notes so every Master can stay informed. You did you? Interesting. Yes, I'm working on something with Masters Foves and Thilsey. We've been meeting frequently until fairly recently. Then Foves stopped attending. He's worried about the spy. His aide delivers him notes after each meeting. A very informative update. Thank you. Now you should get back to it. We'll all feel safer and more secure once this spy has been dealt with. Permanently.
Hireling, I hope you have a strong sense of discretion. Talking to Master Sulis like that may not be wise. I have concerns about him. Have you and the assassin made progress? I totally understand. What some call paranoia, I call prudent caution. This spy could cause irreparable damage to the Assembly, if not to House Telvanni itself. Tell me, what did you and Master Sulis talk about just now? Did he now? How easily he let slip confidential information to a stranger. I know others find me grating, but I've spent my life making House Telvanni stronger. This spy threatens our stability. I need you to find them. Eliminate this threat. I don't like this feeling of the wolves at the door. Your confidence encourages me. Thank you for talking with me. Now I must go. I swear my aide Gito is avoiding me. Just between us, he's let his grooming lapse. His odor is quite unpleasant.
Smell that? Just like the jar of musk, but 1,000 times worse. Search around. We know the message exchanges happen somewhere around here. Just watch out for Dres agents and angry Kaguti. Good. I have no patience for that sort of thing. Did either of them happen to say anything incriminating? I haven't eliminated a Telvanni master in quite some time.
The other one. You'll bleed for that you find our spy.
Interesting. Let's talk where there's some fresh air. I smell like a Kagudi, this place smells like a Kagudi, and you definitely smell like a Kagudi. Let me see that letter you found. Master Fov's aid. Interesting. Once House Drez heard about the writ, they must have panicked. Not so fast, hero. Have we found everything here at the Kagudi nests? There might be more clues scattered around this Drez message relay. Oh, what's that on the letter? Are you sure that's just mud? Why don't you just read it to me from over there? Ah, probably that secret project the servant mentioned. Fos is part of the project, so as his trusted aide, Guiteau gains access to the details, may have even taken the notes himself. What else? Bristleback, Sparrow, that letter, and the Drez camp explained these code names. This means Master Fov's worked with Guiteau this whole time. They even tried to frame Master Sulis as the spy. Can't say I'm overly surprised. My next step is quite clear. I kill Guiteau. The writ covers Tridecim and just Tridecim. Anything you want to do beyond that is up to you, hero. Let's return to Tel Hulan. Hopefully Guiteau is there so I can wrap this up. Meet me in Tel Hulan. We can finish this there.
Yeah!
Directions.
Tell me, assassin, have you dealt with our spy?
Not yet, but I'm about to. Looks like we got to that letter before Guiteau. He never received his orders to slip away and make a break for the Drez camp. Makes my life easier. Now I complete my writ. I figured you'd want to witness the professional at work. After all your help, you've earned that right. The rules are quite explicit. Only the name of the writ is my target, and that's just Tridecim. Guiteau is the spy, and he's my target. Anything more is up to you. Do you want to tell Master Sulis about Master Fov's plan to set him up? Show Master Sulis the evidence, if you like. Guiteau won't go anywhere without my notice. I'll wait here until you're done.
Was there something else, outsider? Nice try, Fovs, but not good enough. I appreciate the effort, but he loses again, just as he always does. Thank you for this. This evidence is all I need to bury him. Or worse, make him indebted to me. What all good Telvanni masters do. Carefully consider my options, and then take the course that gets me more of influence, prestige, and power. Master Fovs will need to be punished for dealing with House Drez, but beyond that, I need to think on it.
Now that Sulis knows what Foves was up to, the backstabbing and plotting will intensify. I suppose that's life in House Tavani, though. Anyway, I'm glad Fosi decided to involve you in all this, hero. An excellent point. Never let it be said that Nario Virian reneges on a promise. After this, I need a long, hot bath. That's not an invitation, hero. Maybe next time? Ah, but I have this one other thing to deal with first.
Foes! I understand you have a spy in your employ.
So, now you know Sulis. Well, good for you. That and a few coins will get you a ride on the Silt Strider.
Then this is over.
No use
Tread
denying it. Assassin, complete your writ.
Please! I'm just a hireling. I did what I was told.
Time to end this, Tredecim.
I can't thank you enough. Having something to hold over Foves' head presents unlimited opportunities. Now I just need to figure out how best to use them. While I wish we hadn't had any information passed to House Drez, we caught the spy and Foves is in my debt. So things couldn't have gone much better for me. I'll remove him from the project, though, which frankly will be an improvement.
Well, looks like you certainly dug deeper than I expected. If you think this changes anything, you're sadly mistaken. I'm still a Telvanni master. This is a bump in the road, nothing more. And you suggest you watch behind you. I have a long memory.
With that, my work is done. We did good, hero. You know, I sometimes visit the tavern in Necrom. Stop by if you're in the area. It would be nice to see you in less professional conditions. For the Assembly, Master Sulis rises in power and Master Foves falls a few steps back. At least for the time being. It's like a game to the Telvanni Masters. As for me, I think I'll head to Necrom and find a spot in a crowded tavern. I need a drink.